Welcome in to Spanish Fork High School as we get ready for this 5A Region 7 matchup between the Orem Golden Tigers and the Dons of Spanish Fork. My name is Gavin Atkinson. I'll be your play-by-play here tonight, and we should have a really good matchup for you today as Spanish Fork comes into this game 3-1 in region. Orem High 4-0. And Orem will win the tip. Dastrup with the ball. You look at Orem so far, they've been juggernauts in the state, undefeated so far. We'll have an early whistle. They'll get Chamberlain Burgess on that travel, the 6'9 senior. Orem 14-3. Their only 3 losses coming in out-of-state tournaments against out-of-state teams. The Dons, however, have been very hot thus far. We'll have that ball go out of bounds as both teams with early turnovers in this game. The Dons started their season 4-8, then rattled off 4 wins in their last 5 games, getting them to 8-9. They're very hot, and they've been shooting the ball well. They're going to be looking to pick up the big upset as Orem's working the ball into Trey Hyatt. Hyatt with a little floater, and that will lead to the first points of the game. Trey Hyatt's been doing that for years down in Orem, and he'll do it again right there. Spanish Fork driving the ball in a little floater, hard off the back iron. Gage Christensen with that shot, but the Dons will retain possession. Andy Hernandez passes that one back. Shot clock reset, they've got plenty of time. Great move, working it around, but a better block as Cabrera had his shot blocked. Dastrup with the ball, one of the best pass-throughs in the state, gets it down to Burgess, and Burgess uses his height to his advantage. The 6'9 senior. The Dons working it into the paint, driving in, but the help defense comes, and he finds himself under the basket, unable to get the roll. As Hernandez put up that shot. Fast break opportunity for Orem, no good. Rebound Dons. Clayson with the ball. Crowd wanted a foul. They won't get it. Cabrera with the pump fake. He'll feed that one inside. Almost poked away by Dastrup. And Clayson with it once again. We'll have a whistle. I believe this one's going to go up against Orem. Jax Allen. Yeah, Jax Allen. That'll be his first personal of the game. And our first foul of the game. 5:51 to go in this first period. As the Dons looking to get on the board. Hernandez with the ball. Hands that off to Christensen, who has been awesome for the Dons. Great steal by Dastrup. Dastrup, a very savvy player, able to find that passing lane. Little hesitation from Dastrup. Doesn't get that one to go. Rebound, Cabrera. Dons pushing the pace, working on Dastrup. He'll give it up. Wide open 3. No good as Cabrera misses it there, but we'll have the ball stay on this side of the court as we'll have a whistle against the Tigers. They're going to get Riker Mikkelsen for his first foul of the game. And the Dons once again have a chance to capitalize off of the turnover. The ball thought about popping out, but Clayson gets the Dons their first points of the game. Jax Allen with the ball. Working on Clayson. Mikkelsen. Look for the paint, won't give it up. He'll give it to Allen. Allen's older brother up at Utah State, Drake Allen. Ooh, I don't know about that as Clayson pulled the chair as Jax Allen was driving in. Jax Allen also committed to play basketball at Utah State. As we'll have a quick little stoppage as one of the Mikkelsen gets the shoot side. You look at his brother, Drake Allen. for Jax Allen. A very great slasher for the Aggies. I'm excited to see what Jax Allen can do for the Aggies. A great program, as we'll have a corner three from Mickelson. No good right there. Rebound as the Dons push the tempo. Dastrup forces them to slow it down. Ball stolen by Mickelson. Mickelson driving it. He'll finish with the left hand, and he won't get it in, but that one going to be tipped in by Jax Allen. Ben Clayson averaging 9 points a game for the Nons thus far. We'll have a whistle on the Tigers once again. Tigers find themselves in early foul trouble. Third foul of the quarter just through 4 minutes. As we'll have a substitution for the Tigers. Jax Allen going to come off the floor. Great movement by the Dons as Clayson gets a layup. Dastrup with the ball, one of the best passers I've seen in the state. Last time these two teams played in January of 24, he went off for 14 points and 12 assists as we see a great pass right there. Unable to hit the corner three are the Tigers, and the Dons will retain possession. Jacobson with the ball, Brock Jacobson. The 5'9" senior weighing in at 180 pounds. Averaging 5 points per game. As the Dons get the screen, try to get it into Clayson, but that ball is going to be kicked off the foot of a Tiger. And with 3:28 to go, Orem only up 2, 6-4. One thing about this Orem team you'll notice is they've got many guys that can take you down offensively. Jax Allen with 13 points per game as the Dons put up a little shot, no good. Rebound, the ball will stay with the Dons. That ball goes off Burgess. Jax Allen will get you with 13 points per game. Riker Mickelson just under 10 points per game. Chance Dastrup just under 10. Trey Hyatt just under 10, and then Chamberlain Burgess with 13 points per game. As the Dons, I like that inbound play, trying to get Andy Hernandez going, who's been a stud for the Dons in these last few games. He had 8 last game, and then he had 10 versus Salem Hills last Friday. Riker Mickelson with the ball, almost loses it. As we'll see Trey Hyatt get a good look for the Tigers. Increasing the lead, Trey Hyatt once again so good in the paint, so hard to stop. But then you look at the Dons offensively and Gage Christensen as that ball is turned over. Tigers with the nice left-handed finish is Dastrup. The Dons need Gage Christensen to have a good game. He had 12 last game, 13 versus Salem Hills. He averages 16 points per game. That shot no good for the Dons. Tigers push the tempo. Coming downhill. And Dastrup will slow it down. The thing about this Tigers team, they have 5 seniors. Or forgive me. Great 3 right there for the Tigers. Chamberlain Burgess. One of the 5 seniors in their starting lineup. All starters are seniors. This team has been together for years. Chance Dastrup with the Tigers since he was a sophomore, as far as I know, along with Trey Hyatt and Kai Wesley, who we haven't seen check into the game for the Tigers. As the Tigers once again with another steal. Dastrup coming down the lane, finds Burgess, unable to finish, but Mickelson with the board. Mickelson able to make the most off of that opportunity. And with 1:34 to go in this first quarter, Orem on a nice 9-0 run in the past few minutes. Ben Clayson gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez driving in, a little too strong off that one. Ball will stick with the Dons as that went off Chamberlain Burgess. And we'll see Ben Clayson check off take a seat for the Dons. Evan Stewart going to come in, the 6'2 sophomore for Spanish Fork. We'll see Kai Wesley check into the game. Chance Dastrup and Riker Mickelson go take a seat. And in for the Tigers, Troy Kafusi as well as Wesley. Nice inbound play for the Dons. Just unable to convert, but will have a foul on the floor, I believe. A rebounding foul as Andy Hernandez went up very strong, and Troy Kafusi, I believe they'll give that foul to. Unable to handle it. They'll get the ball to Cabrera. Hernandez. Nice little handoff play. Finds Hernandez once again. Power step. Tries to put it over Burgess. Unable to get that shot. Burgess bothering that shot. Almost takes transition three. They'll slow it down as Jace Tavita wants to run a play. 20 seconds on the play clock. As that layup no good. Rebound for the Tigers. Open corner. Good. As the Tigers, their offense really heating up. Shot clock and game clock separated by 2 seconds in this first quarter. Nice pass from Cabrera. You love the ball movement from the Dons. Three. Oh, and that's the shot you want to see taken, but they'll get the board, and they just are struggling to finish. The ball will stick with the Dons as Evan Stewart hit the floor on the rebound foul. 16.4 seconds to go. And Gage Christensen got his first really good look of the night, unable to get that one to sink. And the Dons, you got to like the way the offense is playing, but they're just struggling to get some shots up. Evan Stewart will be shooting two, as that was the Tigers' fifth foul of the quarter. Able to hit the first, and that is the Dons' first points since 4-6, with about 4 minutes, I believe, in the first period. Hopefully that takes the lid off the basket for the Dons. Able to hit the second, convert on both opportunities, and Troy Kafusi going to take up the ball for the Tigers. Guarded by Stewart. He'll take the screen from Wesley. Looking for Hyatt. Hyatt going to work on Hernandez. Tries to get that up and over. No good. Tigers will get it back, but the shot will be waved off. And after the first quarter of action, Orem up 12 points, 18-6. We'll be back in just 1 minute with the second half of action.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
Welcome back into Spanish Fork High School. Tigers up by 12 early in this game. Still 3 quarters to play as the Dons can easily make up this point deficit. But they need to be able to take this lid off the basket. Struggled offensively in that first quarter, only scoring six. You'd love to see Gage Christensen get a little more involved in this game. But Hernandez can hurt Orem as well as Cabrera. Both good options for this Dons offense. Hernandez with the ball working on Chamberlain Burgess. Burgess used that long wingspan to get the block and with the hustle play to save it from going out of bounds. Dastrup pushing the pace. He'll kick it out. Slow it down, he'll get it back to Allen. Nice steal from the Dons. If they can get the 50-50 ball, we'll have a foul called. Loose ball, I believe, on Burgess. Or forgive me, they're going to call it on Evan Stewart of the Dons. We'll see Christensen for the Dons take a seat, and Ben Clayson come back into the game. He has, I believe, 4 of the 6 points for the Dons. And Tigers will inbound it, get it to Dastrup. Dastrup almost loses it over the half-court line, but able to find some help. Tigers getting it into the paint. And Jax Allen able to finish through the contact. As the Tigers bring a little bit of a full-court press, leaving a nice open mid-range shot for the Dons. Jacob Johnson able to make the most of that opportunity, cutting the lead back down to 12. Chance Dastrup with the ball, working on Clayson. Clayson playing some decent defense. We'll have a double screen come. Dastrup pulling from deep, unable to get that one to go, and nice rebound for Hernandez as Clayson's got the ball. He'll take a little bit of a screen, and Dastrup will poke that ball out of bounds. We'll have another substitution for the Dons. Hernandez going to go take a seat. And in for him is Caleb Cabrera. Cabrera averaging 5 boards a game. The 6'2 junior weighing in at 165. And just under 11 points per game for the Dons. Cabrera, mid-range jumper over Burgess, leaves it a little short, and Burgess with the rebound. Dastrup with the ball, driving in. He'll slow it down, kick it to Allen. Looking for Burgess in the paint, and some nice defense from Caleb Cabrera to get the steal for the Dons. Cabrera with a nice pass. Evan Stewart unable to finish that layup. And Tigers push the tempo on a 3-3 fast break. They'll throw it out of bounds as Burgess led Allen just a little too much. And we'll see a coach's timeout as Jace Tavita did not like what he saw right there. We'll keep it here as we talk about this matchup. Both region opponents, Spanish Fork, the crazy thing about this matchup, has not beat the Tigers since 2014. 0-10 since November of 2014. Looking to snap that streak tonight. You look at the RPI for 5A in the state. Orem sitting at number 2, just behind Olympus, and Spanish Fork 18 in RPI. Obviously, you know that you have that extra drive for big games right here, trying to pull off this upset. Orem coming off a nice 2 weeks as they were able to take down Timpview last Friday. One of their bitter rivals, Timpview's bounced them out of the basketball playoffs 2 years in a row. And I believe they've also bounced them out of the football playoffs, at least this last year. And then they bounced them out 2 years before in the 22-23 season, able to get a win over the T-Birds. And then they won versus their last game, right, 37-64 over the Golden Eagles, Maple Mountain, I believe. Cabrera driving in, and we'll see a foul on Dastrup as he lost possession. A nice drive right there from Peyton Webster, the 6-foot senior. You love that little pump fake and then the drive, getting his defender off balance and then taking advantage of it. Oh, you like the idea, but just a little too hot to handle as Cabrera tried to find his cutting teammate. And Orem once again with the ball. 5:40 to go in the second quarter. Dastrup takes screen. Cross-court pass. Wow. Great vision, but unable to convert on the 3. A great rebound from Trey Hyatt. Riker Mickelson hits a 3 right there as Orem's offense just so difficult to stop, scoring more than 55 points in their last 9 contests. You gotta love the idea once again as Clayson tries to find Christensen on a backdoor cut. It hit off an Orem player, but then hit off of Christensen. As we'll have a timeout, I believe, on the Dons' 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break as well and be back in just a moment.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Welcome back into Spanish Fork High School. The Dons down 23-8, looking to get some momentum going into halftime. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter as Orem's offense has been lighting it up, and Spanish Fork struggling to get going as we'll see a nice little layup right there for the Tigers. Dons looking to stop the bleeding, get some points on the board as they had 6 in the first quarter, and they've only had 2 thus far in the second quarter. Jacobson with the ball. Jacobson driving in on Dastrup. Needs some help. Kick it out. Nice little handoff as Clayson has it. Gets it to Cabrera. Looking for the paint. Double team comes, but too late. As Jacob Johnson gets some more points on the board. He had their first points in the quarter, and he has all their points in the quarter with the 4. Chance Dastrup gets it to Hyatt. Hyatt looking for a pass. He'll dribble it back to Dastrup, and a nice little pick and roll motion as Hyatt gets to the rim. Brock Jacobson get that ball off. Clayson needs some help as Orem's height really bothering the Dons thus far in the game. We'll have a reach-in foul. That's going to be on, I believe, Trey Hyatt. Yeah, Trey Hyatt. That'll be his first personal of the game. We'll see Chamberlain Burgess come back into the game for the Tigers as Riker Mickelson goes to take a seat. Brock Jacobson guarded by Allen. Cabrera 3, showing off his range. As he's able to dial in that 3, going 1 for 2 thus far from the 3-point line. The Dons are going to need some more of that, but maybe that's exactly what they need to get this offense started up. All it takes is one shot. Jax Allen gets it to Hyatt. Dastrup driving in. Nice defense from Jacobson. And they're going to get Chance Dastrup with the travel as the Dons have a great chance to take advantage of this turnover, build some momentum with 3:02 to go in the half. Orem with 2 men, putting a little bit of pressure, making it harder to bring up the court. The trap comes. They'll get out of it. Brock Jacobson passes it to Hernandez. A nice extra pass from Hernandez, but Cabrera just can't put that one in. Dastrup pushes the pace, and we'll have a foul, I believe, on the Dons. We're going to give that one to Gage Christensen, his first personal of the game. Gage Christensen has been a little quiet thus far. You'd love to see some of those 3-pointers he excels at, averages 3 a game for the Dons. Dastrup takes a screen. Burgess driving in, uses his strong frame to get some space, unable to get it in, but Orem gets the rebound. They're struggling to finish, but they keep on getting on the offensive boards, and finally they do. Clayson gets to Cabrera. Cabrera with a tough guarding Burgess. Drives in. Fade away. Oh, man, just a little short off the front of the rim. Tigers pushes the pace. And a nice slam as the Tigers once again showing their offensive muscles. Christensen driving in. They'll have a foul called as he took a push. Jason Tavita, coaching his guys, very confused as to the point of that foul. Brock Jacobson going to go take a seat for the Dons. 1:51 to go in the half. Orem up 31-13. Gage Christensen to inbound. Measuring in at 6'1". Cabrera gets it to Christensen. A far side Christensen three, no good. As that one gets a little wedged between the backboard and the side of the rim. Riker Mickelson will take it up for the Tigers. The 6'2" senior weighing at 215. And one thing you notice about this Orem team is just their size. They're so strong, they're so tall, and it makes it so hard to box out as Burgess able to get the miss and put up an offensive rebound layup putback. Ben Clayson, the 5'10" senior. Nice move by Christensen to get free, but great help defense from the Tigers. They get a steal, gets back on defense. But Jax Allen just able to finish through the contact as Jax Allen has 6 inches on Ben Clayson, who is playing the defense. Kai Wesley going to check back into the game as Chamberlain Burgess going to go take a seat. Chamberlain Burgess committed to the Brigham Young University as BYU continues to become a very impressive college program in the state, but Utah State as well with a few commits from in-state teams like Jax Allen. Jax Allen finishes the and one opportunity. We'll see Troy Kafusi come back into the game for Jax Allen. And that's what's so tough about this Orem team is Chance Dastrup is committed to Long Beach State to go play basketball for the Great West Conference. And I believe they have 4 Division I guys in their starting lineup. Christensen with the ball. Oh, nice move by Hernandez. Hernandez, floater up and good. And you love the move right there. Get free, nice little floater. As Troy Kafusi will take it down the court. The 5'11" freshman playing some varsity ball. Always impressive. He'll get it. Thought about the shot, but found the open man and got the better shot. As this Orem offense really cooking. 14 seconds to go in the second quarter, or first half, as the Dons looking to take a little momentum into halftime before they make some adjustments. Christensen looked like he was looking for the cutting man. Mickelson with the half-court heave. He can't get that one to go. And our score going into halftime, 38-15. As the Tigers really showing why they are one of the best teams in the state and arguably one of the best teams in 5A. We'll be back with 10 minutes with the second half of action. Welcome back into Spanish Fork High School. As we are moments away from the start of the third quarter, the Dons finding themselves down 23 in this game against the Orem Tigers, 38-15. Interested to see what adjustments Garrett Johnson made. That's going to be a big ask as this Orem team just has so much size, so much height. But then, part of their bane thus far in this game has just been their struggle shooting. They've had good looks at the rim, and they just haven't been able to finish. I expect to see these guys finish at the rim and put some pressure on the Tigers. Burgess working into the paint, and that ball will go to the Dons. Great start as they first force a turnover. Clayson going to take it up the floor for the Dons. Give it up to Hernandez. Christensen with his threes. You'd love to see him get going if you're Spanish Fork. He has struggled thus far in this game. Such a key piece to this offense. Is great extra pass. Leads to a Riker Mickelson three. And that's something this Orem team does so well. Jace Tavita has taught them all to pass, look for the extra opportunity, and it finds some excellent looks. Jacobson gets it to Cabrera. Great find by Cabrera, but it just can't finish at the rim. A three from Christensen, and Christensen, that one rims out, but we'll have a push in the back, a rebound foul against Ben Clayson. As Dastrup takes it up the floor, and Jax Allen with the ball. Gets back to Dastrup. Dastrup can hit those threes, and he'll do it there. As Dastrup, just an excellent player all around. He can shoot the ball, he can finish, he can dish it off. Really tough when you have so many weapons like this Orem team does. Hernandez with the ball, gets it to Cabrera. Cabrera has been a nice little bright spot for the Dons. They're going to get Dastrup with a reach-and foul, as Cabrera looked like he had a nice little lane to the rim. As we'll see Ben Clayson go take a seat for the Dons. Peyton Webster in a fadeaway for Caleb Cabrera. It's so tough. Caleb Cabrera, nice little poke away to slow down Dastrup. Caleb Cabrera measures in at 6'2", 165, and right there he had Chamberlain Burgess playing defense on him, a 6'9" senior, and he just has 7 inches on him, so he has to fade away. Tallest player on the court for the Dons is 6'2", and 3 players for Orem are above that height, but some nice defense for the Dons as they're able to secure a turnover. And Brock Johnson going to take it up the floor. Dastrup playing defense. Gets it to Cabrera. Cabrera guarded by Burgess once again. Webster driving in. Gets it to Cabrera, Hernandez. Hernandez finds Cabrera. Cabrera mid-range bank, no good. Rebound Burgess. Dastrup going to push the slow it down. Take it up the floor for the Tigers. The Dons avoid that pick from Burgess, but Burgess backing down the smaller defender. They're going to call a charge on Burgess as you saw Cabrera fall down. And the Dons with an opportunity to take advantage of that turnover. They'll get the ball to Brock Jacobson. The Dons 3-1 in region so far. They had a very close win over Cedar Valley on Tuesday, 41-40. As Gage Christensen's got the ball. Gets it to Cabrera. Cabrera finds the cutter, and a nice little reverse layup for Peyton Webster. gives the Dons their first points of the half. And Dastrup guarded by Jacobson. Gets it to Allen. Nice movement from the Tigers. Trying to not deny the ball to Burgess. As Mickelson drives in, gets the finish. And the and one opportunity is Riker Mickelson, the senior, has a chance to burn the Dons. Chance Dastrup takes the seat for the Tigers. Riker Mickelson, 6'2" senior, can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward. He's got the weight to box out and play up against those bigger defenders. And this Orem team really poised to make a deep run into the state playoffs. Webster gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez driving in. Kicks it to Christensen. Christensen, oh, a nice pass. Hernandez just unable to finish. And Mickelson almost loses the ball. As Brock Jacobson, some nice little defense to slow it down. They'll get the ball into Trey Hyatt, and Trey Hyatt takes advantage of the mismatch and gets a nice little floater, kind of Kareem Olajuwon skyhook in. Caleb Cabrera going to go take a seat. We'll see Evan Stewart once again. Evan Stewart, 6'2" sophomore. Impressed with the way he's played for the Dons thus far. They'll get it to Hernandez, guarded by Hyatt. He spins into the double team, but right there, Evan Stewart able to clean up the miss and get the putback layup. Jax Allen takes it up the floor for the Tigers, guarded by Jacobson. We'll have a off-ball foul away from the ball. And I believe it will go, it'll go on the Tigers. I'm not sure that was attributed to the right player. They gave it to Troy Kafusi, but he is not on the floor. Jax Allen with the ball. He'll be fouled, or forgive me, Evan Stewart. They'll give that foul to Spanish Fork, Evan Stewart on that first foul. And then Brock Jacobson going to pick up his first foul. With 3:43 to go in the third quarter, we'll see what the Dons can do, trying to make a run on this Orem team. As Orem's defense has just been excellent. Jax Allen with the three. Unable to get that one to go. And there's Chamberlain Burgess able to clean up that board as he uses his ability and height to get that board. He's been all over the offensive boards tonight. Jacobson gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez has that ball poked away by Allen, and Allen says showtime. They're going to call it travel, but I believed it was a travel. He picked up that ball a little early. He said showtime, and it was a beautiful dunk, but I do think he took 3 steps. Nonetheless, a beautiful dunk, but it will not count. Webster going to take it up the floor for the Dons, or forgive me, for the Dons. Stewart, back to Webster. Webster driving in on Kafusi. Nice little mid-range from Stewart, no good. Rebound, Jacobson. Jacobson, power step, but Chance Dastrup with the savvy steal. As he's been around the block a time or two, tries to get a nice little alley-oop, but unable to get that one to go, and we're off to the races. As Jacobson tries to lay that up on Kafusi, little strong. And the Tigers back with the ball. Kafusi pump fake, he'll slow it down. Tigers driving in. Kick out, Trey Hyatt. And Trey Hyatt can burn you from the 3. That's another thing about this Tiger team. is just about anybody on the floor at any given time can hit a three, and it really spreads out your defense, and it's just so difficult to stop. Webster tries to pass that one, and Trey Hyatt with the steal. Tigers unable to finish, as maybe got a little too fancy, but we'll have the block on the other end. And Dastrup with the ball. He'll finish with the left hand. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. And the Tigers really showing off their offensive ability in this game. Hernandez driving in. We'll have a blocking foul on the Tigers. Some substitutions for the Dons. Cabrera going to come back into the game for Hernandez. And Jacobson going to take a seat as Brock Jacobson played some pretty great defense, poked some balls away and slowed down some fast breaks. So we have a little bit of a stoppage of play as the officials have a little bit of a meeting down on the floor. Tigers really having themselves a magical year. Jax Allen had 22 last game on Tuesday versus Maple Mountain in their 64-37 win, and they're just very excited about this team. They've been working on this team for a few years. 2 years ago, they had Anthony Falesi, who's down at Utah Prep, playing with AJ DeBonsa, the BYU commit, number 1 overall in the recruiting class. We'll have a foul called on the Tigers. And we'll see Cabrera shoot 2 shots on the shooting foul. But this team, the Tigers have been putting this team together for a few years. Chance Dastrup been here since the 22-23 season. Had himself a great season there, as well as Trey Hyatt's been here since the 2022-23 season, as Cabrera finished both. Kai Wesley's been here since that season. And they've just slowly built. They got Jax Allen last year. This year they've added Chamberlain Burgess, and they've really just become a powerhouse in the state. Very excited to see what they can do come late February, early March. Chance Dastrup with the 3. He hit one before, and he'll hit another one. Nice little move by Cabrera. Gets his man in the air, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Kai Wesley. And we'll see Cabrera back at the line. He got to the line before and made them both, as he's been a nice little bright spot for the Dons, unable to get that one to go in. Will Rasmussen will check in for the Tigers. And he's able to make the second. Troy Kafusi will take it up the floor for Orem, the freshman. Only weighing in at 145 pounds. Got a little bit of weight to put on in the weight room, but as a freshman, you can't afford that. Very excited to see how this player develops in the next few years. Dastrup, he hit a 3 and unable to get that one. Rebound will be secured by Clayson. Clayson able to fend off Dastrup. Cabrera driving in, goes up against the contact, gets his own miss, puts it back up, and a good shot and great effort from Caleb Cabrera. Troy Kafusi passes that one off. 3 up, no good from Inoke Lloyd. as that will do it for the third quarter. Orem up 59-24. We'll be back after this with the fourth quarter.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
Welcome back into Spanish Fork High School as we begin the final 8 minutes of play. The Dons looking to make a late run. Clayson with the ball, working on Allen. They'll get it to Cabrera. Cabrera driving on Burgess. He'll kick that one back out. Jacob Johnson had it for a minute as the Dons moved the ball a lot better thus far in this fourth quarter. Nice little move by Cabrera, unable to finish. Rebound Tigers, and they're on the drive. A nice little alley-oop finish for the Tigers. Little layup, unable to get above the rim, but nonetheless an excellent play from these athletic guys. Ben Clayson with the ball. Takes the screen from Johnson. Nice little pump fake, gets Mickelson in the air. Double team comes. Oh, man, and unable to get that shot up. In is Clayson. Tigers on the fast break. And we'll have a foul at about mid-court. The clock will run in this quarter, I believe, final quarter of action, mercy rule in play. As the Tigers really having themselves a fantastic night. Chamberlain Burgess takes the foul from Evan Stewart. Evan Stewart, I've been very impressed with that sophomore, able to clean up on the boards. High energy guy. Very excited to see where his high school career goes in the coming years. As Tigers get ready to inbound, as we look around at a few finals across the state, Highland able to beat West 87-48. Provo with 66 points so far on Timpanogos. Don't have Timp's score yet. We'll work on getting that one to you. Beaver beating Water Canyon 60-50. And the Dons, once again, never too late to get some momentum going into next week, as they just had themselves a tough shooting night and ran into, this is a bad night to have a tough shooting night because Orem will make you pay. We'll have a foul against the Tigers. Orem's season so far, excellent. They beat Sierra Canyon in November. Bronny James Liss, Sierra Canyon. That game very physical, a lot of missed shots, but able to come away with that win, able to beat Lone Peak's team in that same tournament, and they're just so hard to beat. They haven't lost in the state, and they have a stacked roster. A nice block right there from Caleb Cabrera as the ball, I believe, will go to the Dons. Yeah, the ball will go to the Dons. As Orem playing a full court press. Not really pushing it too hard. Too much pressure. As Cabrera drives in on Burgess, nice little spin move. Found himself some space and able to get the shooter's roll. Caleb Cabrera, really impressed with this kid. 6'2" junior weighing at 165. He's had a very tough assignment defensively on Burgess. But offensively, he's been able to find some space, get some shots. That shot rolls out for the Tigers, and Cabrera, wide open three for the Dons. Cabrera almost gets the board. He'll get fouled by Mickelson with 3:35 to go in this fourth quarter. We'll have a timeout by Coach Jace Tavita. We'll take one as well and be back in a moment.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
Welcome back into Spanish Fork High School. 3:33 to go on the running clock in this fourth quarter. It's been all Golden Tigers. The Tigers really looking to make some noise. They had a scare a week ago versus Timpview, but they went on a 20. They had a 24-point quarter to secure that win to avoid their first loss. Very excited for when the T-Birds and the Golden Tigers meet again as the Dons get this ball back in play. They'll meet again in a few weeks. Timpview rated number 3 in 5A RPI. Orem number 2 in 5A RPI. And I tell you, that rivalry has only grown over the years. Used to be Mountain View for the Tigers. We'll have a 3 from Troy Kavusi, Troy Kavusi able to hit that 3. 3 minutes to go. As it used to be the rivalry in Orem between Mountain View and Orem. It still is that way, as if you go to a Orem Mountain View game, even if one of those teams is struggling, a nice fadeaway finish by Clayson to get the Dons 2 points. Even if you go to a game where one of either Orem or Mountain View is having a down year in basketball, that place will be rocking and the community will show out. We have some great rivalries in the state, and that is definitely one of them. But Timpview Orem becoming a very electric rivalry is those teams, goes back a few years ago when a nice 3 right there from Gage Christensen to get on the board for the Dons. And we'll have get that 3 for the Dons, get them above 30. As we'll have a timeout. As we still, just a quick little stoppage at play. That rivalry between the Tigers and Timpview, as far as I remember, stems back to those Noah Sewell days where he was running for the Tigers and bounced Timpview out of the championship. But then these last few years, it's been all Timpview, as their football team has been excellent. We saw Tay Nakua for the T-Birds a few years ago. A 3 for the Tigers, no good. And then basketball-wise, the T-Birds have bounced Orem out the last 2 times in the state playoffs. Quarterfinals last year, semifinals the year before. Very excited to see those 2 teams play. Nice rebound right there for the Dons, and a great finish. As we got about 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Troy Kafusi working on Clayson. He'll get that ball out. Driving in as the Tigers, Kai Wesley loses the ball. as the Dons, with a nice little push of momentum, take it into next week, coming down the floor, and nice finish. Under a minute to play in this fourth quarter, a nice little rush from the Tigers, or forgive me, for the Dons. Tigers get the rebound off the missed three. We'll have a travel on Troy Kafusi, I believe. Shot clock, game clock is running. I believe by the time they get this ball into play, the shot clock will turn off. It will, as we have 30 seconds to go. Continues to tick down, and as we look forward in the season for both teams, the Dons, after taking this this loss, will go to, or they'll host Maple Mountain, looking to get back on track. And then they will go to Salem Hills the game after that next week. We'll have a foul with 2.8 seconds as Houston Farnsworth, the 6'3" sophomore at 185, is going to take 2 shots for the Dons. So Spanish Fork, after suffering this loss, will look to get the momentum back going. And as we look at Orem's schedule, as I mentioned, they do have Timpview coming to town, unable to make those, but he'll get his own miss, get another one up. And that will do it here for us at Spanish Fork High School. Your final score, Orem 65, the Dons 35. The story of this game, really the size difference for the Tigers. They were able to get off to some runs, and the Dons, unable to get going offensively, really struggled on that side of the ball. The Tigers will host Cedar Valley on next Friday. Then they'll go to Wasatch, and then on February 7th, they will host Timpview. Circle that game, one of the best games that we will have this year in the state, and with some great playoff implications. That'll do it for us here at Spanish Fork. My name is Gavin Atkinson, glad to be joined by Vince Francis running the camera. And that'll do it for us. Good night and drive home safe.